Hi, welcome back. You notice anything different? I'm not nervous anymore. Yeah, I'm more calm now. Yeah. So this video is gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna be more calm, more normal, just less nervous. And I'm lying! I'm still nervous. You know what happens when I'm nervous? I talk too much, too fast probably. I don't know, I laugh too much. I don't know. Okay, so thank you guys for being so nice in my last video. But you know what? Some people were like, this cannot be a real personality. No, it is. Aside from like being nervous and like the weird laughing and all that, like, no, that's still part of it. But like, that is my personality, yeah. So the 4 people closest to me, which is basically my family, like that's how they know me. But if I first meet you, I'm a little bit different. Like I have different personalities for different moments. Like if I first meet someone, I'm not gonna be like that. I'm gonna be like, hey, what's up? About the same, but like what I'm trying to say is like when I'm working, completely different. No, actually it's completely different. Like when I'm working, it's like, or I was working back then. It was like, yeah, so the technical dashboard is going to be ready by 5 p.m. Yeah, end of day. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Do you see? Different personalities for different moments, actually. Okay, so there is a good explanation why my personality is a little like that. Actually, it's a very serious reason. Yeah, and it's actually hard for me to say, but I will. Please be nice. Yeah. I'm a Gemini. I'm sorry. Yeah. So last week when I posted part 1, that was the day before my birthday. I didn't want to tell you because you would know that I'm a Gemini and you wouldn't give me a chance. I wanted you to give me a chance. But I am. And you know what? We have a bad reputation. It's kind of our fault though. It is. Yeah. But I don't know. I felt like it's probably time to let you know before we get too invested in each other. And if you need to leave, I get it. Fully get it. But you know what also? Like, maybe it'll get better in like 5 videos. I might be a completely different person. Like I'm probably gonna be a little more calm. Like actually truly like more calm. Maybe I won't be. That's what it is when you're a Gemini. That's not even the point of this video. Okay, let's get to the point of the video. The point is to talk about my pick-me face. Okay, so if you're new here, what I do is I create these different characters and they're all horrible. Not all, like a lot of them are horrible. But one of the most horrible ones is this pick-me girl. And if you don't remember her, this might help. Oliver, Emily! I feel like guys say they like natural girls more. Yes, they do. Oliver, tell her they do. It never gets easier. No, she's been traumatizing me. Like her story is that she has this best friend named Emily, and she actually cares about Emily. And Emily has a boyfriend who then becomes her husband, named Oliver. And this girl just spends her entire time wanting to be picked by Oliver so bad. And honestly, she doesn't even like Oliver. She just cannot help. She has to be picked. And it's really bad. Like I said, this character was inspired by many people and one of them was my younger self. So I'm going to talk to you guys about my pick-me face that inspired this character. But first, let me tell you more about her. One of the first times this character came up was like in March 2023. And back then I did not talk in my videos. No, I would create characters and I was like too scared to talk. So I would like play music and just kind of act it out. And in this video I had a pick-me girl and a pick-me boy. And so you guys started coming up with names for them. And I love when that happens. I love it because I really love writing stuff together. And I love when you like, you know, you contribute to it. And I've done it for other characters too, but for this one, you guys came up with Oliver and Emily as a name. So let me show you some of the names that you were suggesting. So we had Dylan, we had Noah, we had Ethan or Ezra. Okay, I started suspecting at this point that this was like from personal experiences. That's cool, I like that. They're both named Sam, I really like that one. But then, his name is definitely Oliver. And everybody liked it, like 18.8 thousand likes. I had to pick it. And for the girl, we had Peyton, Kate, Oliver and Hunter, Rachel and Oliver, Emily and Oliver. The most liked. I had to go with it, of course. Also, it was so perfect for me because you can hear I have a bit of an accent. And back then I was just like starting to talk in my videos and I needed names that would be easy for me to say without like hearing the accent. So Oliver, Emily was pretty easy to cover my accent. So it was so perfect, I had to pick them. Okay, now the hard part. Let me tell you guys about my pick-me face. All right, so my pick-me face started, oh my gosh, I was way too old to act like this, but my pick-me face started maybe like a few years before university. And then it went in its full form in university. So when I was in university, this is the kind of thing that I used to do. Okay, this was my life. This was my identity. Now, I was surrounded by guys like almost all the time. I was also part of a dance group, so I was exposed to girls, don't worry, but 90% of my time was in situations like this. And I was genuinely so proud of what I was doing. Like, I wanted to build robots. It was my whole freaking identity. And I was kind of obnoxious about it too. Like, if anybody came up to me and was like, can I copy your homework? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. That's not respectful to the subject that we're learning. Like, I can sit you down for an hour and explain to you the concepts and then maybe walk you through how you can solve the problem, but I'm not going to give you my answers. And everyone was like, just give me the answers. They probably all hated me. Like, it was like that. And yeah, and like, I was also the kind of person to be like, I don't care about grades as long as we understand. Yeah, I've definitely said stuff like that. I have. So bad. So it was my identity. Like, I lived for this stuff. Honestly, that's not even bad, by the way. Like, this is not where the pick me stuff starts. Let me just say that. That's fine. Okay? Now, aside from that, I had this other thing where, you know, I was so busy doing this stuff that I was not wearing makeup back then. And it's not just because I didn't have time, but I had this idea that I wanted to be this ethereal, natural beauty. I wanted to be that. I thought I would just like be ethereally, naturally solving problems and building robots. Okay, again, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, it's hard to say because it's so cringe, but like, this is not pick me. That stuff is not pick me. So I repeat, none of it was pick me. Okay, it was cringe, yes, but none of it was pick me. Okay, I was happy. I was doing my own thing. All right. Now the real pick me stuff started when, like, you know, sometimes some pretty girls would walk by and like looking all beautiful with their makeup and looking super cute. They would pass by like our department or like, you know, whatever, we'd like run into them or stuff like that, and then people would be like, oh my god, they're so good looking, and I'd be like low-key jealous. I'd be jealous. I would never say a thing, by the way. I was too self-aware to say anything to anybody, so this was all in my head. But I'd be like, the only reason that she's pretty is because she's wearing tons of makeup. Unlike me, I'm ethereally natural. It's bad. Okay, yeah, I would be like, the only reason is because they're wearing makeup, and the only reason they're wearing makeup is because they're not even solving big, difficult math problems, and they're not even building robots like me. Again, I would never say these things, but like, I'm sure my body language was saying it. Why am I saying this stuff to you guys? No, let me just give me a second to recover. Okay, I have not recovered yet, but we must go on. Yeah, so again, like, I haven't say it to nobody, but the feeling was there, and I'm sure it was in my face too. But that was my pick me face. Now, in terms of like all the stuff that my pick me character says, again, I haven't said any of those things, but the way that I write this character is I use that same underlying feeling, and then I came up with the worst case scenario of what someone in that situation would say, because I don't know why. I don't know why I do this to myself and to you guys, but just because. So that's where it comes from. It's really just pulling from that same feeling and then going to like the worst case scenario. And you know what I suspect? I suspect that it wasn't just me, okay? I suspect that many of us had a pick me face. I suspect that if you grew up in the 2000s, that's just what happened. And I don't know why, okay? Just someone else could explain it to me, but I suspect there's many of us out there. And that was me lying to myself to make myself feel better. Maybe there's no one, it's just me. I don't know. Okay, but that's just the truth. So in summary, if you did not have a pick me phase, honestly, I wish that was me. Truly, I wish I had that level of understanding and like self-awareness, but I did not. I did not. And if you had a pick me phase, it's okay. Don't feel too bad. Genuinely, I feel like truly, like sometimes it's society's fault. I really believe it, okay? But it's okay. We learned and we healed and we grew, right? And if you're a victim of a pick me, like if you're Emily, just send that girl the videos that I make. No, it should be enough. That should be enough to knock some sense into anybody. Like at that point, if you watch that, you're gonna be like, oh no, that cannot be me. No. Okay. So thank you guys for listening to all of this. I hope it wasn't too horrible. And it was, but it's okay. Yeah. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.